What's up, everyone? This is Soul with the October recap of the Trading Post. If you don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe for more WoW coverage. Catch me live over on Twitch. Let's get right into it with, well, just like kind of the front thing, this very cool and long-awaited broom mount. I presume that this is going to be what we get when we fill up the Trading Post, the whole adventure guide thing, whatever it's called. Let's move on though and read some stuff. Get a little spooky and maybe a little ooky with this month's Trading Post offerings. Take a magical ride with this month's signature item, Eve's Ghastly Rider mount, and show off your class pride with new Death Knight, Demon Hunter, and Druid sets. Visit T and Dub to see the stuff, you know where to go. And then now we kind of know what this final surge is. So the last week of the month before the new Trading Post stuff comes in, you basically get more opportunities to fill up your bar and otherwise finish getting your rewards, buying what you like. So kind of a cool thing that they're doing. So let's take a look at what is good. Looks like we're starting off with the class sets that have been promised that we're going to see towards the end of the year. This one happens to be the Death Knight set. Let's see, try to get a little bit closer of a look. Okay. So, this kind of looks a little bit different from what we've seen from the preview. I mean, I doubt it actually is different. It just looks slightly different. I do like the selections of the weapons, though. It's a wider selection of different stuff. Let's see. The Web Serenade Eviscerator, so that's, I presume, is the one on the left. And then the other two, these two right here, are going to be two-handers. That's all right. Part of me would like to have, maybe this one be a one-hander, or, even have, multiple Transbog options that let it be either a one-hand or a two-hand, but oh well. Moving on to the Demon Hunter stuff. Now, this one I remember I liked a lot because I really dug the elemental look here. I know it's hard to see, but I really dig this look here. I wonder how well that would match with the season 1 gear that Demon Hunters get from the Vault of the Incarnates in Dragonflight. And then they also get 2 sets of Warglaives of the 2 styles. The normal Warglaive type, and then the one that's kind of like a, not like a Tonfa, but a weapon that's kind of similar to that. I think there's a better name for that. But in both cases, you see, one's called a Warglaive and one's called a Wingglaive. Can't tell which one is which, but they still look pretty cool. Moving on to Druid. Now, this one's weird. Sorry, Druids. This one seems a little awkward because the head here, it kind of reminds me of the Alliance Sigil, the lion sort of look. So this has a very Alliance kind of feel to it, almost to where this would look like some sort of, not exactly a paladin look, but sort of a paladin look. I mean, it's got a little bit of fur here on the side with the shoulders. It's kind of got a hood here, so you could see that vibe just a little bit, and it's hard for me to peel away from that. Meanwhile, the weapons don't quite nearly match the set at all, which is unfortunate. But then they do have, looks like they have 2 sets of staves. Oh, that's cool. So they get 2 staves to they get a weapon, and that looks like a fist sort of weapon. Now, I know some folks, they've been criticizing the fact that the 3-piece armor set does not match the weapons at all. My opinion, or at least my take on it, is that because they don't match, it allows for players to be like, hey, you know what? I really like that set, but I could care less about the weapon set or vice versa, which gives people a little bit more freedom of choice to be like, okay, I'm just going to not get either of those things. But of course, for those who are like, no, I must get all the things. I must get all the Druid things, for example. Having this kind of clash together, I can sense the dissatisfaction there, but I just wanted to share that thought. Next, we have a very, very cool staff. Ooh, this looks dope. This is the High Scholar's Grand Staff. This is going for 500 tender, and looks pretty impressive for what it is. I believe this is like a recolor of sorts, but I do like the color here. Let's move on to the Toilet Seat Inferno. I'm sorry, guys. I'm very sorry, but I see that little kind of ring thing around the Infernal's neck, and I think toilet seats, and there's no getting off of it. But now we have a golden toilet seat, whoop-de-doo, with a dim cold flame core to wear it. I think that color scheme is a little bit similar to, I think it's like, is it like 500 or 600? One of the mount achievements that gives one of these infernals, but it definitely has a different sort of, a different toilet seat on it. We have little KT, who was from the store. A lot of folks may or may not have this. I'm pretty sure it was from the store at some point, but that one's going for 650. The mount is going for 700 tender. We have an imp and a ball, which is just a toy, and really that's it. Is it is it just like a little creature thing that kind of follows you around, or even worse, like rolls around and follows you? I'm gonna be curious to like see those one, or at least like try it out, see if I like it, and then refund it. After I feel like I'm done with it. Then we start going down to like some of the cheap stuff, such as the Drape of Endless Twilight. Typical cape, nothing special, nothing unique about it. It has a very, the way that it's set right now, it has a very like sharp triangular shape, which is a little bit unusual compared to other cloaks, but doesn't exactly sell me. It's not going to be like, oh my god, I gotta get it for the shape, even though it's a cheapie. But I know that I'm broke right now, can't really get it. The Shifty Merchant's tunic, actually, this hasn't been here for very long, or I'm sorry, it hasn't been a while since we last saw it. It might have been like 2, maybe 3 months ago, but it's already back, and it's a cheapie, going for 50 traders tender. You have the wine soaked hammer. That don't look like your normal kind of wine, dude. But okay, it's a wine soaked hammer. It's a one-hander though. I thought it was going to be a two-hander, and that one's only going for 75. So as part of like the cheapie series, this is kind of a maybe. Good thing that they brought this back though, because that way I don't have to buy it again. We have another bag. This one's going for 100, and this one's cool. Now this one has like this feather backing to it, and I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong, there is or was a shop bundle that had a Medivh looking set to it. I don't know if it came with a cape or not. And I'm not quite sure, even if it did or didn't. I don't know if this would be like a great mix for it, or I'm sorry, a great match for it. But I can see some possibilities. Maybe not having shoulders and just having like a cool cloak or a robe or a tunic would sit well with this. We have the return of the typical hood and cape sets. This one is like Ninja Turtle green. Yeah. I go with Ninja Turtle green on that one, so go with it as you like, or Forest Troll green if you want to go with that. And of course, we have the scarf set right over there. We have, I believe, the return of another belt. This one's going for 100 tender. This one's not bad. I haven't picked this one up, so maybe I would consider this. But I have a feeling that I'm gonna be doing my best to like save for like some of the crazy stuff that we've been seeing from 10.2 data mining, or we might see some of the stuff here. We have a tabard. Ooh, a tabard. Okay, tabards I like, and thankfully these two tabards, they look pretty similar enough to where I would only get one. I don't think I'd want to get both for a $125. Nah, I think I'm just gonna like choose one. I'll choose the one that hopefully matches the best and go with that. And really, are we only halfway through this? Holy moly! Okay, I'm sure it can't be that much more. Oh, we have Granny's all. Ooh, this is a cool one. Ooh, wait. Oh, I think we're seeing all of the Medivh stuff from here, because I believe that they said that it was going to eventually show up on the trading post, and I guess here it is. Okay, cool. So we have this that's going to show up. Not too sure if it's going to be set for just like cloth users or mages, to kind of keep that flavor. But again, I'm not familiar with that person's set and who is able to wear it or not. I like the hat though. I like this hat. This hat's cool. I mean, there are other variations, and we're gonna get opportunities to get other variations of this hat when Hollow's End comes. I don't recall if those are moggable outside of the holiday, but this one can clearly, you can use it whenever you want. So that'll be awesome. We have Helm of the Fierce, which may or may not be a repeat. I think we've seen something similar to this before, but hey, a cool Viking hat, not bad looking. We have an offhand that looks, no, this is an axe? Shut up, no way. It says one-handed axe offhand. No, this is clearly just like your regular offhand, but hey, that's cool. Offhands aren't my thing, but this one's pretty cool. Now this one's neat, and I think this one is in fact a repeat. We're seeing quite a few repeats here, and that's a good thing actually. So going for 450 traders tender, we got this one-handed mace. We also have, ooh, is that like a high res variation of the heirloom? Dude, no, do it with me, tilt with me. Like this is good. I like this. Yeah, that's pretty sick. But going for 500, unless you got like a lot of extra tender on you, I'm gonna unfortunately pass on it. But hey, this is cool. I like this. I like this HD update for it. We have okay. This one's cool. This one's kind of a cute. Well, okay, maybe it's because it's just on a gnome. But this one's a cool variation of the good old, like, kind of Viking hat, but not really. This is more like a bad guy's, like a necromancer's, like, watch the hell out. I'm clearly crazy if I'm wearing like the skull of a demon thing on top of my head. And then we have this corrupted blade fist, which I'm pretty sure is a recolor of the blade fist that we've seen in game already. But this one drips a fell green, which is cool. That's nice. And okay, that does get us to the bottom. And now we get back to this mount. As soon as we fill up the bar, we get this very cool mount. And nothing else that we see here. I think those are just like normal things. That's not like special feet. That's just undead feet sticking out of the shoes. I'm pretty sure that that crown kind of thing, I think that's like normal stuff. And we have activities, yada, yada, yada. All normal stuff. So I think I'm going to be able to probably pass on most of the things this month for a change. And it's not because I don't want anything. I think it's mostly because of anticipation for 10.2 and some of the other stuff that's coming in the future. There seems to be like some really crazy looking transmogs, some ensembles, and other things that, like some of the things here, it's like, okay, I'll get one tabard. I'm probably going to get the cape and the cape and hood set. So that's going to be what, 300, 325 tender that I'll be spending. And I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to spend here because I'm not going to be big on the classes here this time around. So cool. I'm going to be able to dodge a good bit of what's going on this month. One thing that I do like, and we seem to be seeing more and more repeats. What I'm cool with is that it's not, we see like a certain number of items in the shop, and it doesn't seem to appear that the repeats that we're getting are getting that much in the way of new things that would otherwise come in. If anything, seeing repeats are nice because, hey, some people that might have missed out because they either skipped out, or they didn't have enough tender, or because they're new and they just never seen this stuff before, they get to see some of these cool things come around. So what was your favorite? Let me know in a comment below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more coverage, and I'll catch you guys next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.